also going to do a quick check on the stream.
I
Because
really want to say something about what we just said, but we're not allowed to talk about it.
no,
Right, I'm going to remember it for when the stream
don't
finishes.
say
Anyway,
a word.
I won't.
I want to see if our chat box works. Yes, it does. Hello, H. We've already got more viewers than we had last week.
I've accidentally made my face come up all
It's
big.
a shame.
I'll make that go away. Oh, get away!
You know, even if I knew, I think I wouldn't tell you. Oh, now my face is all big.
Hi, H.
Stories from the smoke room. Okay, that seems to be doing what I wanted it to do.
Yeah, that looks...
Which is good.
Yeah, because last week it was like, we were
said
too
that
big
before,
and
eh?
the box wasn't there.
So, I'm now gonna try a transition, right?
Hi, Mike's mum.
Hi, Mike's mom.
Hi, Karen. Karen's on screen.
Say
Everyone
hello.
wave. Hi, Karen.
Let me just try this, and if I do that,
You're on the
it
internet.
should now go
You're
to
on
the
the
full.
internet.
Yes,
You're on the internet.
works. Hello, Karen.
I sort of feel whenever one of my family come online, it's like, you know how Graham Norton must feel during Eurovision. That's how I feel. Just like this concert. Oh, fuck, what's gonna happen? Like, yeah.
Right. So I've been having a little bit of.
He says hello to Karen as well, Mike. If you could pass that on.
Oh yes, yeah. H.
And
H.
she says that at first she said that she was the best special guest so far, but actually Stealth Molly is the best, and Karen is the
Stealth Molly was our first
Molly
special
will
guest,
always be the best
and
special guest.
he's still a clip I go back to now.
Yeah,
there's that one in the downtown clip, which
that is good.
My particular favourites. Okay,
That
so
was the kitchen days when I used to do it.
Back in the kitchen.
when no one in the southern household could use the microwave while we were.
No one could have peas while we were doing the show.
And also, I'd like to take issue of the pronunciation of my name again.
You know what? Every time I go to say it, I always think, is it southern or southern?
It's southern, right?
Yeah.
The former.
And the thing is, Mike, you'll tell me, and I'm that self-centered, I'll just forget it.
It's cropped up again this week, and I like to pretend it doesn't bother me.
But it does.
What I like
Yeah.
is you've done what every problematic name owner experiences. I don't know whether that's the right term. When they go, oh, so my name's Callum, and it's Callum. No, it's Callum. So you have to make the conscious decision of, I need to fight this, or I just need to accept that I'm Callum from now on.
But I don't really understand why it's problematic. Purely for the fact that if you come from Brighton, you don't come from down south, do you? I don't understand.
I'm going down south.
Understand where the confusion lies.
The problem is English language, and particularly the spelling, is all over the frigging place.
But it's quite clearly two sets.
Yeah,
but you're right, Mike.
If you see the word southern, as in it, it is literally just after the th. That's the only. It's an er rather than an a. But you don't say southern.
I can't believe I'm having this conversation with an English teacher, but there's two very different sounds.
It's because we have such things as past tense irregular verbs, and now the whole English language has gone to shit.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear a word of that. That was just consonants. It was
past tense irregular verb.
You say
that sentence you said was all just sounds.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
No, Steph, hold on, Steph, hold on. I make one day a week with money from my writing. Mikey, you are now a fully successful playwright, right? neither me or Mikey, who are professional writers, know what the fuck. What was it? An irregular
past tense verb.
No idea what that is.
Do you want me to teach you?
Again, I'm that self-centered. I'll just forget it.
Hannah, I feel like Hannah knows and she wants to put her hand up. Go on, Hannah.
I just wanted to add to the conversation that the reason that I know some of the verb tenses is from learning other languages rather than English. Because you don't often give them their names in English. And then when you're learning another language, you're like, the conditional tense, what the fuck is that? But actually, if you'd learnt it as being called that in English, you would know that. But it's just that you learned the language intuitively.
Well,
so
you're a past tense irregular verb.
Yes, but
I am. Yeah,
if we start calling it,
I'm very irregular.
In primary school, rather than me getting to year 8 and boys are still calling it 66 and 99 rather than fecking speech marks.
Yeah,
the world would be an easier place.
Really good.
Primary school teachers, I'm coming for you, right?
Yeah.
Stop it. Call it speech marks or quotation marks. Stop adding to my job. Because by the time they get to me, they should know. But they don't.
Is this like when I got told off for learning my times tables parrot fashion rather than
my uncle?
1 times 1 is 1.
Yeah.
Rather than being fired at questions out of sync. Yes.
So you've got to go through them all in order before you get to the one that it is.
So
yes.
So my granddad used to learn us a song. So actually, what you're doing, you're not memorising the numbers, but you're memorising
the rhythm and the pattern. Yeah.
The rhythm and the notes of the See. Everything always comes back to the art.
Yeah. And as someone who has taught primary and secondary...
Except for Nadine Dorris, which is...
I mean, there you go. There's someone with no education and look how far she's risen.
I don't like that. Not that people without education have risen, but when people go, oh, well, you know... Lord Alan Sugar's got no qualifications, and look at that's one instance out of 7 billion.
And also, what other privileges has he got to get in there?
Well, no, that's
Jeremy
exactly
Clarkson,
it.
Every GCSE year and A-level year goes, I didn't get anything, and I'm a multi-millionaire. Yeah, but you didn't live on a council estate.
Yes, exactly. Mommy and Daddy.
Shut.
Mommy and Daddy committed copyright fraud.
So anyway, a past tense irregular verb. So after that, you have jump, and then the past tense of jump is jumped. Yeah. So a regular past tense verb has ed on the end of it. I'm explaining this very simply. So people in the comments don't come at me. I'm literally doing this because it came up in conversation. An irregular past tense.
When you say people in the comments, what you mean is
H.
Oh, we've got Lloydie's in the comments and also Jonty's in the comments.
Lloydie.
Trifecta of good comment people are here.
Lloydie and Jonty and H. Shh. So
we've got a grammar lesson before we come back to what you were saying a minute ago.
So you have jump and jumped. They are regular past tense verbs because they follow a pattern where they have ed at the end and it shows that it's past tense. An irregular past tense verb doesn't follow that pattern, so the word itself changes. So you have swim. You can't have swimmed. You swam.
Oh, that's true.
And that is literally all it is. Any word that doesn't follow the ed pattern.
I phased out because I could see Milo behind me doing a weird thing with his head.
He does weird things with his head all the time.
Okay, good. Right.
Yeah. So jump and jumped are regular. Swim and swam are irregular because it doesn't have ed. Because you can't have swimmed. I swimmed.
And because it all probably comes from the root of the word or something if it's Greek.
No one know that. If I send a proposal to the BBC, will they read it, or will they just bin the email without reading it? And then when I complain about it, can say that they did read it, even though I've got proof that they didn't.
I mean, I feel like that's a separate issue, Dave.
We'll unpack that. That's another point.
We've got a question for you, Steph, coming in straight in from Lloydie James Lloyd, which is, how do you feel about prepositions at the end of a sentence.
Hold on. Can we start the show? Right, there's going to be...
I
Hold
thought
on.
we had.
No. It's still got... We're starting in a jiffy. But the way the screen's laid out is going to change. We're going to get bigger. So watch this. Done it.
Wait, it'll take a few minutes before we see it happen. Wait.
While Dave
Hey, we got big.
give me an example.
So I think what it is like is when you do a
just-
sentence that's like,
No, it's
oh,
just that,
is
like,
that something it's when there's like of at the end of a sentence, isn't it? So instead of being like I can't think of an example now, but you would
Does
say
it
like
matter?
no, not really, but
no, it's just that like that.
I'm trying to think of where I've done
language
it
has
recently.
a flow, and sometimes when you have a preposition at the end of a sentence, like it feels like the flow should have continued.
feels
You
like
see,
jarring.
my
It feels like you've
Yeah.
tripped.
You know what? Do you know what I always remember from primary school English lessons? How every teacher was always adamant on you could never start a sentence with the word
because.
before or because.
Yeah, because but
Or
I think like
before.
or and you're not supposed to start it with and, are you? But it's like
Here's-
sometimes that's just cool to do.
Sometimes it's acceptable.
Here's the problem with all this, though, right? Is that, and I'm seeing this in schools now, is they're teaching all this theory, and it's sucking the life out of it.
Yeah, it does.
You've got to have a balance, haven't you? Really, like
Which is
Anna,
why
I love
there's
your
a lot
owl.
of-
And
Very
also
cool mug.
the owl mug. Thank you very much. Also, it's things like So I heard of this happening at a local primary school, where they were getting the kids to read a book, right? And the kids weren't enjoying the book, and even the member of staff said to me, "Yeah, it's a bit of a crap book, to be fair."
What book was it?
I can't read. I didn't ask. They didn't tell me, so I don't know.
Probably Dickens.
yeah.
Oh God, he was paid by the word, wasn't he? Struth, that guy needs an editor. But the kids obviously had to read at home and weren't and couldn't be bothered because it was a crap book. So they were kept in at playtime and forced to read. Now I'm like, no, don't make reading a punishment.
Yeah, come on.
I have had so many fights with teachers who have like kept their kids like. In my last school, we didn't have detention. We had catch up, because like your catch up could be you catch up on your work, or you catch up with a member of staff, or it didn't have to be like you sit there and write for however many minutes. It could just be like a restorative conversation, which is fine. I really like that, because you know some days I'd have them in and go, "Don't be a dick," and then send them on their way.
yeah.
I mean, I'm paraphrasing, obviously.
Yeah.
He was don't be a fucking dick.
Yes. You know, like, but yeah, the amount of times I'd walk past the classroom and, like, I'd hear a member of staff go, "Well, you can read." And I'd go in and I'd go, "No, they can't. They can do the work.
Reading
or you
is
can
fun."
talk to them. Like,
Yeah.
you know, you get so many times, like, local authorities in Ofsted are going, "What are you doing for reading for pleasure?" And English teachers and other teachers as well, because it's not just English's responsibility to like get kids reading, but you find a lot of departments are like working their asses off to get kids reading, and then there's that one teacher who goes, "Well, you can read as a punishment," and it just throws everything out the window.
Yeah. It's
Honestly,
the worst thing.
grinds my gears.
We've got good stuff coming in the chat here.
We have.
Our friend H says that they hate the amount of rules that there are in English that aren't actually rules, because there's more words that ignore it
Yeah,
than follow it.
I before E, except after C.
Yeah.
There are more exceptions to the rule than there are to the rule.
So, like, it's not a rule. Stop having it.
Mhm.
And then Lloydie says that his personal opinion is teach kids storytelling, communication skills, how to engage an audience, and the difference between your, and there, and
Yeah.
that's all.
Yeah.
That's what you need to get by. Yeah.
I reckon, I mean, I'm biased, but more drama classes.
Well, drama was part of the curriculum, and then they removed it because drama was too much like fun. So yeah, they took it off. So and then they had it as part of English, and then English went, "Hang on a second, we're all expected to get every single kid, even though some of them, you know, their best is a C, and you can't ask more than their best, but they're still being told they need to get an A star. So we don't have time to do drama because we need to drill these kids in how to do exams. Not teach them about English, teach them about how to pass an exam, because that pisses me off as well. Let's not start that can of worms. And so, everyone just went, let's not do drama anymore. So
Yeah.
it's upsetting.
It's very sad.
Question: How do you start a can of worms?
You go into the garden.
Is it like an old Morris Minor where you used to wind it up?
You go into the garden and you dig for worms, and once the first worm has gone into the can, you have technically started a can of worms.
You wet the soil and you go like this on it to simulate rain, right? This is what they taught me in the books as a child. This is how you find worms, right? You like tippity tap like that on the ground so it sounds like it's raining, and all the worms go, oh, rain, I love rain, and they come up to the surface and they're like, no, I've been betrayed, and you can be like, look, there's some worms.
That's why birds jump all over the floor and peck at it.
Yeah, pretend like to make their feet sound like
Do we not find Hannah like the human embodiment of an Enid Blyton book without the racism?
Oh, without the racism, thanks.
Hannah is David Attenborough if
he
was
didn't
cooler.
have any motivational goals.
No. That wasn't where I was going.
No.
But David Attenborough is cool.
Yeah.
But Hannah is cooler.
Right. Oh, thanks. I think that's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me.
I'm going to try something. I'm going to try a save a replay of that. I've got new stuff going on, so. But yeah, by all means, John.
Save a replay.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I've been doing some admin.
That's like when a granddad tries to explain Sky Plus. Can you save a replay, Gene? Can you save a replay of that?
We've got a lot of love in the chat for proportional representation, which I'm also a fan of. I think we need that. I think that's the only way out of this mess at this point. There's only us. I'm only going to say this because Lloydie's in the chat. Right, there's only us, yeah? And I think it's Ukraine who have first past the post. No, it's not Ukraine. It's Belarus. That's even worse. Right. No one should use first past the post. Anyway.
I mean, if it's any consolation, Ukraine very soon aren't going to have that problem.
Let's not get into that because it's very sad.
Look, we're going to be all right, as explained. Seeing as Russians own most of the country, they're certainly not going to bomb us. And let's be honest, this is what it's Putin Zelensky is his name.
Why can't you say names?
I'm too self-centered.
Putin.
Putin. Don't do this, right? This really.
This
right.
is like when he...
What's the name?
Very important. I've got a very important thing.
I just want you to see, Dave. Milo is slowly Jasper's judging you.
Look at his face.
He heard the word Putin and went, "No, I can't."
He's like,
I caught the train. I caught the train on Saturday and ended
you didn't catch the train.
I caught the train on Saturday and ended up.
It's like when you didn't understand flavour.
Right.
Remember that?
I caught the train on Saturday and ended up at London Euston.
Yeah.
Yes.
Has anyone got a problem with that?
Euston.
Yeah.
Euston.
Yeah.
Euston.
Every time I used to say that, a mate of mine used to go, "No, Euston."
What?
And I've no fucking idea what the difference was.
You were saying Houston.
Euston. Is this like when people say St Pancras?
But as I pointed out, there's not two stations in London. One
there
called
actually is Euston and Euston Square.
Yeah, but the square's the giveaway, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm just saying, let's be accurate. Yeah.
There's too much of attacking people over the little things, and there's someone who.
There's not, Dave. There's not.
No.
People should be attacked over the little things.
No. More attacking.
Attack them more. In fact, get them on the stream. I'll do it for everyone. On everyone's behalf. Say McCuncliffe, Dave. Say it.
No. That is racially insensitive. Anyway, can I go back to something in the comments that has made me really excited?
Yes.
Jasper still hates you, by the way.
Look at Jasper. There was some COVID chat, which obviously got me excited because that's my bag, right? And that's why I'm like the COVID equivalent.
Jeremy Covid. Sorry, I might that joke every time.
COVID. And this was brought to my attention this week. Can you see that? See this box? It's like a wooden box, right? Right. This is a vending machine for crows. This hole here is like a little slot, right?
Oh, hold on. A vending machine that crows use?
Yeah.
Oh, that's...
Not for you to produce a crow from. Yeah, okay. It's for the use of crows, right? So they get like shiny things like coins, put them in this little slot, and out of this bit here, made out of a plastic bottle, as you can see, that's got like kibble in it, like cat food. And it gives you a little bit of cat food out of it. So the crows are like, hell yes.
So capitalism is now exploiting the crows.
Well, it's not always coins. Sometimes it's just bits of foil. It's just anything shiny, basically.
So, question: after the crows have been for a wash, do they go into the vending machine and get like?
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, like into the leisure centre. Yeah,
like after swimming when you have to get a
after swimming. Yeah, and you get like a polystyrene tray of chips out the cafe.
Yeah.
Or
the drinks that have got such thin plastic cups that you couldn't hold it.
Yeah, because it's like squishing in your hand.
Squishy, and also you can feel.
I'm saying this like I didn't have to have full physio afterwards.
While
we're on the subject, more swimming pools should be heated, because what you're doing, you're effectively excluding a very large proportion of people by not having them heated.
What, people who don't like cold water?
There's
But also people who can't even look at cold water without
I thought all swimming pools were heated.
They're kept to a temperature, but above a particular temperature, it breeds germs that, like, the chlorine can't do.
They heat like the baby pool, don't they? When you've got a little, when my nieces are little babies and we took them in the little baby end, that's warm. And it was like, oh, this is nice, isn't it? It's nice in here. And then I was like, oh no, I'm surrounded by babies. This is probably just.
Was it heated or was it? Was it just wee?
Potentially.
Because if you're stood in the pool and suddenly it kind of goes a little bit warm.
No, the whole thing was warm, but then I got afraid of it a bit. Yeah.
But then there was a lot of babies.
Today they've built a new leisure centre in my town. And
right, okay.
It's very exciting because we've not had one for like since I don't know the 80s or something.
Is this Boris Johnson's levelling up agenda?
I think what it is that the leader of the council
Colville gets a leisure centre
and sold it off for a profit, and so they had to build a leisure centre on it. Oh no, am I spreading rumours about Tory councillors? But I was driving past it down the bypass and I was like, oh, the leisure centre looks all shiny and new. Maybe I could be one of those people who goes swimming. I could just go. So, and then the urge of it lasted the amount of time as I was driving by. And as soon as I got past, I was like, no, I'm not that person. Why would I even think that? But it was just like, there was for a brief second, I was like, maybe I could be that person. I could get up early and go and do exercise off my own. And then it was like, no, I'm going to McDonald's. Goodbye. Right, because next to it is a McDonald's and a KFC.
And let's be honest,
which one are you going to choose?
The chicken Big Mac is pretty fucking
Big
good.
Mac now. Or as Lloydie calls it, the massive chicken nugget.
I'm not a fan.
It is.
Yeah, well, you're a grammar Nazi, so that just explains everything.
But chicken's not grammar, Dave.
Actually,
not a grammar, chicken's a meat.
While we're on the subject of leisure centres, I actually went to one this week.
Oh.
Because I don't know if you're aware, the snooker came to Wolverhampton.
Yes, it did.
Did it?
Wasn't it the Kazoo Championship or something like that?
Yeah, it was.
The Kazoo Championship. Sorry,
I've not been...
the musical instrument or the milky drink.
You know what? Actually, it's funny you should say that because
about every word that's just been said.
Yeah. So it's the Players' Championship, and all week the commentators have been referring to it as the Kazoo Players' Championship, and it's just a lovely image.
Wait, it really is sponsored by Kazoo.
Yeah, as in the car rental company.
Okay.
Oh, that was the kazoo. I wasn't thinking of that kazoo. I was thinking of the.
Well, that's the thing. What you what you now need to do is, as the official champion goes up, it's
the noise that Dave thinks a kazoo makes is.
I can't make a kazoo noise without a kazoo. Otherwise, I wouldn't need a kazoo, would I?
It's like a brr noise. It's not a brr noise.
Tonight, on Stories from the Smoke Room, we're doing Identify the Kazoo.
Mike has gone.
Mike's gone.
I can't do it.
Remember, Mike, when you were trying to talk about snooker? You fucking idiot. Fancy trying to bring that up in this show.
Oh, that's
I've got a kazoo somewhere.
I love it here.
We deserve more viewers than this.
The ones we've got are wonderful.
They are wonderful.
It's quality over
they will
quality.
always be the OG. But, yeah.
I just want to read the sentence that John T has put into the chat. Wait. I once worked a Flaky Tarts gig where they gave the audience kazoos.
Steph's face.
I nearly threw myself out of the textbook into the Tilston.
Was the gig in the Tilston, John T? Were you throwing yourself into the gig, or was the gig in the main house?
Flaky Tarts
And
is
you
the
were-
biggest
the Flaky
question I
Tarts.
have.
That's your first question, Dave. Who the freaking hell are Flaky Tarts?
Not like which room in the arena was this taking place in.
Yeah, you're
That's
presented
not
with a
question.
sentence that has Flaky Tarts in it. You're like, oh no, let's have something irrelevant.
They were in the main house, in case you were wondering. He nearly flipped himself backwards into the Tilston.
So, who or what are the Flaky Tarts?
Jonty, please tell us who the Flaky Tarts are. We're desperate to know.
I have heard of them, but I can't remember exactly what their act is.
I apologise for my coughing.
How are you feeling, by the way?
Much better than last week.
That's good.
Yeah. Definitely not COVID. I've tested every day. Yeah. Got through quite a lot of boxes of tests.
They're on. There's all these rumours that they're gonna stop.
They're going to stop doing them.
Stop doing the tests because all of a sudden,
the one good thing they've done. So they're like, they can't be like, oh, we can't show a little bit of compassion for other people in any way, otherwise they'll expect it in all sorts of ways. H says that if the Flaky Tarts are not a WI themed drag act, then they're not interested.
They're a local pair of storytellers who also have a band. Yes, I know what you mean now.
Oh
yes.
no, I want it to be the WI drag. I want them to have little like strawberries on their nips. Please.
I'm sorry, I wasn't expecting
Hannah,
that sentence.
Hannah, wait. Could we be the Flaky Tarts? Wait.
Why am I not involved in this?
Well, of course you are. There's more than
you.
2 Flaky Tarts. We'll have to come up with a different name so we don't clash with the other.
Call yourself the Pollen Scones.
Let's go.
Because 2 hands.
Oh dear me! I'll tell you, when
My
it's
2
working.
wives and I doing my drag act together.
You know what? We haven't technically started yet. I mean, none of that was on the list.
Yeah.
Screw the list.
Through the list.
Flaky
Don't
Tarts
even
isn't
need
on
the list
here.
anymore.
Kazoo's on here. None of it.
Follow the avenues that are presented to you, Dave.
You absolutely. But
Oh, John T wants to be a part of our drag act as well, and I say yes.
Oh.
Yes. Come on in, everybody's welcome. We'll be like the polyphonic spree, but just covered in jam.
Yeah, right. If someone could clip that, we'll be
Look,
like
I'm wearing strawberries and everything.
we're like the polyphonic spree, but covered in jam,
Just covered in jam.
which is something we all want to see.
I can't wait.
Mikey,
Yep.
I've got a note.
He's holding on by a thread. Don't push it.
I've got a note in the list for tonight of Mikey, let him rant.
What?
You've had a bad week, Mike.
Well, I mean, actually, in retrospect, it's just not been too bad. There's been a lot of voice notes.
There's been a lot of voice notes,
We
Mikey.
know when it's a heavy voice note week, we know there's stuff going on. Yeah. But it's my favourite part of the day is like, oh, make a cup of tea, sit down and listen to what existential crisis Mike is going through. Oh.
I get really, really excited when I log onto WhatsApp for something else, and then just in that chat thing it says recording audio.
Yeah.
I'm like, here we go.
Like something good's happening.
Well, I was scared when I misread NFTs as the word nuts.
Oh my god, that was the best thing I've ever heard.
That was
And
the
beneath
best part
it,
of my week.
I thought it said NFTs do not fund.
Do not
Nuts.
do not fun.
I thought it said nuts do not fund. So I went, these nuts are unfungible. It's only after I sent that message that I realised it actually said
nuts.
All
It
of
said
this
NFT,
just split
yeah.
across 7 messages of like, oh no, hang on a minute. Oh wait, oh no.
It was the fact as well that when you made that realisation, you had to then do about 4 voice messages to get it.
Backpedal on it. And like we wouldn't just
I've
run
got
with
them.
it. Oh god.
These nuts are non-fungible. I can't believe I just said that. I do apologise. Happy Saturday. I can't believe I misread NFTs as nuts. Oh my god, I want to die. I'm so sorry. Oh, at least I made content for Monday. I thought it said nuts.
It's just
I just remembered I could have just deleted the message, couldn't I? Definitely could have. Well, this is a ride.
I suddenly
I really
remembered.
want that as my text tone. I thought it was nuts.
Oh dear me. Oh God, Mikey, never change.
So good. So good.
It was just look. I did it so confidently, and I was like, "Yeah, I really love this one." Yeah, but it just goes to show if you become too confident, the universe will turn around and bite you on your arse.
Hannah says
you
your
down
voice
a peg
notes are
or
magical, Mikey, and the magical's in
Yes.
capital letters, so
Yes.
you know that they mean it.
Bless you.
It was wonderful, Mike. They are, and as everyone said, we all just see
It's
that
my
pop
favourite
up
part of the day.
and just
like,
think, I'm stopping everything I'm doing right now.
Oh.
I'm sitting down and I'm going to listen to a Mikey voice message.
You're all my Valentines.
Oh,
I say as I weep,
Did you?
I say as I weep gently on. I say as I weep gently onto the collar of my shirt. Just realise how we're inevitably all alone. No, joking. It was a joke. Although, oh my god, actually, it just come up saying I've got one Bumble notification.
This could be the one!
go on, Mike.
This could be the one.
Mike, do you want to have a look? Do you want to have a look at it now, live on air?
What the notification is? If it's an advert, I'm going to be so mad.
My phone's got like 4% charge.
If it's anything other than a message from someone going, "Let's get married,"
Yeah.
I mean, it's a Bumble notification on Valentine's Day. Doesn't get any more romantic than that, Mike.
It's just gonna be like, what bot have I attracted now? Isn't it?
Or an advert for premium Bumble.
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
Still having no luck.
Yeah.
Try premium Bumble.
I had someone leave a comment on a photo on Hinge, a guy, obviously, saying, "Can I be honest?"
No.
With a question mark. And I was like, absolutely the fuck not. If I wanted honesty, would I be on Hinge? No. Can I be on? I was like, can I be honest? I want to punch you in the face for even thinking of writing that to a stranger on the internet.
I feel me and you need to go on a Hobbit adventure to find out where men source their audacity.
Yes. Or even like look under some trees.
Look under some rocks.
Be like, him standing in the brook, like, it's not in here.
If we don't do that, that would be so mad.
Oh my god, that could be one of our extra streams to make up our hours.
A Hobbit
We should do it
adventure.
live.
Just me and you wandering through
Just
brambles
us.
going, "There's no audacity in here."
Where are they storing it? Is it in this tree? Oh, no, not in here, just some leaves.
A Hobbit adventure to find. Oh God. You lot
We
are
already
amazing.
plan to have a Hobbit adventure, so we can do it to find.
Again, I'll add, I can't believe we don't have a tour yet. I say tour, I'll just be happy with Leicester.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wolverhampton.
Next year's comedy festival.
Yeah.
Then great.
Yeah, do it, Platts. Come on, sort it out.
I could probably, I don't
Hannah,
know. I mean,
Hannah Wolf's
I'm
playing
like
Platts
the
Torrance.
mafia boss of
I mean,
one small
he's an
venue at the
H
Hobbit
actually
Festival
part
doing
of
the gigs.
Isn't H actually part of a committee of some description?
H is just put.
Maybe we shouldn't be publicly advertising that we're going to try and get a backdoor gig. Like, shush, let's do this after the stream.
Yeah.
Isn't that what everyone does?
Yeah, that is what everyone does.
Yeah, but they don't publicise it on the internet.
Yeah, but they're not us, are they?
No, we're
brazen.
corrupt.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We're out there. We
Exactly.
literally every week go, if you want to sponsor the podcast, give us a fuck ton of money and we'll say that you're
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Frey Bentos, come over here.
Again.
Chicken Big Macs.
Two words. Garden parties. End of.
Well,
Oh, I've just seen H in the chat when we go for our walk, I could be like, let me consult the elders and just go and sit and talk to all the gravestones. Like, have you seen where they keep their audacity? Do you know, Margaret? No?
we need to borrow Unwin's cloak.
Yeah, we need cloaks. Yeah. This is gonna happen.
And we need
I'm
breakfast,
sensing.
11s,
Yeah.
luncheon.
Second breakfast, yeah.
Do you mind if I just zoom in, because I'm sensing this walk won't be very flat.
It's not very accessible down
no,
this
it's
way,
gonna
yeah.
be,
But then
Yeah.
again, as much as I love you, Mike, you're a man, and I don't want you audacifying all the time.
You'd be like messing up the readings on our audacity meter.
Because as we know, I am super alpha. I basically.
It's a well-known fact. Yeah.
I'm the embodiment of toxic masculinity. Yeah.
Obs.
It's quite well known, actually.
So Jonty's put that it's in the testicles. That's why men spread the audacity.
Oh yes,
That's
potentially.
very clever.
I don't
very
like thinking
funny.
about testicles, but yeah.
I don't think it is. Men have way too much audacity. I ain't gonna fit in there. I reckon it's up here because it's filling the space of where you and Brian should be.
Yeah, all right, Jermaine. Jermaine Greer.
Really showed your age there, Dave.
I did, yeah. I am nearly
It's actually
50.
it's actually quite embarrassing.
We've gone off to Mangria now. She's having turfy.
I couldn't have backed you up then, because it is 2-on-2.
But he was like,
Oh,
Anyway, no, I'm converting. I'm changing sides.
yeah.
Mangria's
she's-
been struck off for being a horrible turf.
She is a horrible turfy turf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I'm
H, you
not a
said.
turf, I just don't like men.
Sorry, say that
Yeah.
again.
I said I'm not a turf, I just don't like men.
No, Jermaine Greer's a turf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
And H, you said, I saw a TikTok today of a woman using maxi skirts to make a cloak.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Got one. I've got one, sir.
I mean, really, all the cloak is just a big sheet of material. You could use a curtain.
I feel like a curtain would be quite. I don't think I'm going to get the Samuel Jackson flick from a curtain. I think. we're
Or
looking
maybe you
more
just
like
need to try a bit harder.
Duvet.
duvet with armholes.
It just cuts some armholes in a duvet.
Yeah.
I'm willing.
Buy a duvet that's like camo colour.
You know what? It's
Or use a weighted blanket and exercise the core while you're at it.
Blooming hell. Could you imagine a weighted blanket trying to run around?
I'm not
the floor?
carrying 9 kilograms around the field with me.
You know what's funny about cloaks? They're the only clothes.
No!
I love the fact that whatever was funny about Cloaks not only made me laugh, but even his camera went. Living in the corner there, being unhelpful as usual.
Can you get?
Aaron!
Aaron! To Michael's bedroom. Start chanting in Michael's bedroom.
Aaron!
This is not a drill.
Stop making me laugh.
Please, Act 2.
I mean, is there no blue tack in the house, Mike? For God's sake, man!
We're gonna fall. I can sense it. We're gonna fall down the path again.
Oh!
Aaron!
Maybe Lin Manuel will help. Yes!
Did it!
Oh,
Oh, well done. Okay.
If
That
anyone just joined
happened
us,
today.
3 able-bodied people laughing at Mike.
yep. So that happened today, right?
Oh no.
Quite an important Zoom call, and sometimes I'll gaslight myself into thinking I don't have anxiety, and I was like, no, I'm fine. I'm just, and then that'll happen, and then suddenly I'll be worried I look like the clown I think I am internally. So it turns out I was right all along. I'm fine. I can't believe this is on the internet.
Gaslight myself into thinking I haven't got anxiety.
I love that. I'm feeling quite anxious today. No, you're not.
Oh.
Am I not? Oh no.
Now I'm anxious about whether I am anxious.
I'm getting imposter syndrome over my own anxiety.
Another thing that you've got on your list, Mike, was Twiglets.
Yeah, just.
Oh yeah.
I've eaten quite we still got some left over for Christmas. I quite like Twiglets until this week. And you just, what are they?
You've twigleted yourself out.
I hate
yeah,
Twiglets, so I'm going to come down very anti-Twiglet here because I think they're disgusting.
It's basically a stick.
Why would
It's a
you
stick
eat one?
with
It's
Marmite on it.
dry, the texture's all like...
Yeah, it's just like acrid
I
twig.
don't know a word for it. The only way I can describe it is...
Yes.
That's what you eat
I know
in a
exactly
twig...
what you mean.
Right? I don't know what word you could use.
It's like when people say sparkling water tastes like TV static. You've
Yeah.
never had TV static.
But that's
No,
the
exactly
back
what
of
you
your
mean.
tongue is like...
My friend said exactly that, and I was gone for hours.
I love when people do that and you're like,
You're like, oh yeah.
I don't mind a Twiglet. After being
Jonty said, yeah, it's like Marmite on wholemeal cracker sticks. Yeah, see, I hate Marmite as well, which is probably why I hate Twiglets as well, but it's also the texture.
I don't have strong feelings towards Marmite. I neither love nor hate it, and I feel
I'm a Bovril person.
I feel like I'm an enigma.
I'm Team Bovril all the way.
Oh, I love a Bovril.
Twiglets and mayo,
as we know.
top notch.
As we know.
It got to the point where I was just having them on their own.
I'm sorry. Let's go back. Twiglets and mayo.
What, dunking them in?
You pervert.
Oh, it's made my tongue feel weird.
Kick him off the stream, Dan. He's done.
Oh, I actually felt my tongue like shrink. When
Go on, Mikey drunk.
Like it was recoiling. Like, no, don't make me taste that.
You and Lin-Manuel need to have a word of yourselves. That's wrong.
Sorry, it's just dazed because the impression may be a bit, a bit sort of.
Nah.
Don't blame me for Twiglets and Marmite.
Yeah.
Twiglets and mayo.
Where I was just eating them on their own.
What, Twiglets just dipping it in mayo?
No, but no, I could get on board with Twiglets and mayo, but I didn't have any mayo at the time, and I just thought, why
I didn't have something to put my disgusting sticks in that makes them extra disgusting. Oh no!
Egg.
I'm aware that I'm coming from the very working class area of the podcast, but Twiglets to me were always a Christmas food.
Yeah, that's it. Like you bring them out like when there was an occasion.
You brought out the pot of the cylinder pot of Twiglets.
Yeah.
And the cylinder pot of those cheese balls.
Cheese balls. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were weird.
There's something about maize-based snacks.
The cylinder tub of those biscuits that are in the shape of card symbols, and I don't.
Oh yes.
Yeah, because you can get shaped like Christmas trees at Christmas.
Yeah.
Little,
my dad still
trees.
has a bag of those every now and again, and honestly, it's like listening to someone chobble gravel.
It's like a desert in a bag. It's like the driest.
It's
snack.
like
It's like I'd quite like to have every bit of moisture sucked out of my mouth. What shall I eat? Oh, I know. I'll just have a handful of these dry shapes.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
It's like if somebody said, "Oh, my favourite pre-dinner snack is a Jacob's cracker."
Yeah. It's like what I like is to just chew on a bit of 2x4. Oh, lovely bit of pine.
You know what would make this better? Dip it in mayo.
I feel set upon and I don't like it.
We are going to lose our funding if this carries on.
We've got a vote in the chat from H for dipping salt and vinegar chipsticks into Dairy Lee triangles.
I'm for that. That's amazing.
I'm pro that.
Nice.
Jonty says he used to eat.
Philadelphia.
Oh yeah. Jonty says he used to eat a crumbled up OXO cube as a snack. Now, I sometimes, when I'm feeling a bit ill, will crumble up an OXO cube, just put a bit of water on it, and drink that mother down like a beef tea.
Yeah.
That's but I haven't eaten it dry.
That's like just taking the pot noodle seasoning and like whacking it back like a shot.
That's like a bottle.
Do you know what? That's like eating a salt and shake and not bothering with the salt.
Yeah, like having the salt as a chaser.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
I tell you
what,
though.
This is a time-saving hack.
Yeah.
Just eat the sachet and forget the.
Yeah. One thing I will say about beefy OXO cubes.
Yeah.
Roast potatoes. Get them in. Crumble a beefy OXO cube over them.
Oh my god, that sounds amazing.
Cooking with Steph.
Dirts. Oh
my god, I'm doing that. That's combining two of my top foods. Love it.
Can we talk about my note on the other end of the spectrum now?
Well, we've got one last contribution on the discussion, which is that Lloydie says that he used to snort the salt before eating the crisps in the salt and shake crisps. Which I think that is brave. That's bloody
That's a gateway to other dangerous habits. I'm not. I've got to be careful with it.
You've got to
He's
be careful.
lied his head now about 4% sodium.
He
Well, if you
occasionally.
could let us know what percentage sodium you are. Oh, he says he
Like,
loves salt in capital letters.
He's from.
I love salt as well.
Occasionally, he goes running into a public toilet.
Cortex is just really buoyant.
Jeez.
He goes running
one
into
of the
a.
words I would use to describe him is salinated. Yeah.
He goes running into a public toilet to snort up some Cajun seasoning. He's on the hard stuff.
Yeah. Oh, I feel like that a burn. Oh.
There's some puns going on about a salt lick that I won't pass on to you. But they are funny.
Is your other comment in the chat, Mike, was
Mike's been on fire in the group chat.
he has been on fire in the group chat. Can we discuss the smell of the inside of a packet of mini eggs?
Yeah, isn't it the best thing in the world? Honestly, if you could
Trying to
bottle
remember.
that, if
Trying to
you
bring back a sense memory of like opening the packet and then like
honestly, if you could bottle that shit and sell it as a perfume, I would buy it.
I've not gone into like method acting.
trying to scoop up that.
Steph, I don't know what you were trying to do there.
Just trying to ignite a sense memory.
So, can we plan something for next week? Can we plan something for next week then?
We can.
We all buy a packet of mini eggs,
Right.
and we don't open them until the stream.
Oh,
I do not need an excuse to buy chocolate. I'm down.
Yeah.
the problem.
I'm in.
The problem I'm gonna have is I'm gonna buy a packet of mini eggs with every intention. I'm gonna have to buy that packet of mini eggs at about 7:25.
Dave's going to get through 12 packets.
He's going to buy a packet of mini eggs, post it to Steph. The Steph then has to post it back, and by the time it's done like a round in the post, it'll probably be a week later.
I will
There's only one thing
attempt.
that disappoints me about mini eggs, though. Like, mini eggs are just the presents of just like
A maxi
an
egg.
average, like a maxi egg, like a bigger version of a, like. Does anyone remember that episode of Sabrina the Teenage Witch where she magics that massive flan out of nowhere?
No,
Oh,
but I
puts it in
wish
the
I
school-
did.
That's
puts
such
it
a
in the
niche
school-
reference.
Yeah,
And puts it in
someone
the
clip
school
that.
canteen. I want to do that, but with a huge mini egg.
Yeah.
Do you know, like cream egg? Now, I'm not
Yeah,
a massive fan of cream egg. But
What?
Literally,
Get
I've
out.
always,
What?
I'm not
Yeah.
sickly,
it's
and like,
too much.
and you can't always guarantee you get a gooey cream egg. When you get a
If you get a hard one,
crystallised cream egg, I feel like I've been cheated. So I don't really eat cream eggs anymore.
you should buy
But-
cream eggs from decent shops and not get them some dodgy guy in the back of a pub.
Where's the
Cream
fun
egg.
in that, Dave? Where is the fun in that?
where else am I going to
Um,
buy my confectionery from, Dave?
Keith the Candyman.
Yeah.
Love you.
And
that
also,
Get
man.
into
for a man-
Candyman at the
for
back
a
of
man-
the pub.
For a man who
He's my
started a
guy.
podcast called Stories from a Smoke Room,
Yeah.
that's not very on brand.
I feel you're being a bit judgmental here, Dave.
Yeah, you're essentially doing yourself out of an
Look,
audience
we
there with
could-
that
Yeah.
one.
We could get
Where else
David.
do you get a
Penny.
massive block of cheese from, Dave?
Candyman.
block
I
of
mean,
cheese.
The
mean, I'm
inside of
sure-
a man's coat.
Yeah, from
I
Kenneth
mean,
Kingsman.
I'm sure
In the
it's
back
you
of
and
the
not
pub.
me having existential crisis online
Yeah.
on the internet. 20
Um,
past out on a Monday night.
Sorry, my point was the cream egg. You know, at Easter, how disappointed were you the first year you had like a cream egg Easter egg and the big
Yeah.
egg wasn't filled?
Wasn't full.
Oh, yeah, that was a
Every
big
time
disappointment.
You think maybe this will be the year when
Yeah.
they put the middle of the Easter egg as whatever, like if it's a Maltesers one, like it's or whatever, I don't know. Yeah, or if it's a mini egg one, is it going to be one big mini egg? No, it never is. But maybe there's always the hope. So I hope it
Although-
gets you.
Although, I might have to backtrack on my previous thing. If there's a huge mini egg, imagine how difficult the shell will be to get off.
Imagine how difficult it'd be to chew a big mini. Like, you'd have to, like, just gnaw at it.
Yeah, you'd have to, like,
be hacking at it for hours. You'd have to take a chisel.
Or would you get, like, a spoon to it, like, with a boiled egg, and, like, try and chip the top off?
It'd be like the beginning of Les Miserables, just like chain gangs in a mini egg.
Look down. Trying to hammer into a big egg, yeah.
There's a YouTube channel called Beard Meets Food. And he's great, isn't he? He's a competitive eater, right? And he did a Easter special where he made a giant cream egg and ate it. Wait,
I think I might have seen this now. It sounds familiar. And it looked horrendous.
Geordie man with a beard.
Yeah. He's great. He's got a great sense of humour. It's really funny because you'd think he would be really fat, and he's not. He's ripped. Because he basically lives. He lives in the gym. But yeah. He made himself. He created a giant cream egg, like kind of that, and finished it off. I mean, I would have died, but what a way to go!
Yeah, that's a story for the podcast, isn't it? Down a member this week.
So
we haven't checked on the crops.
Oh yeah,
we'll get there. Jonty said that I should get Fee to hide the mini eggs. You say that, Jonty. When Fee buys,
Dave will tear the house apart.
When Fee buys chocolate and there's more than one chocolate, and Fee goes, "We need to save some of this chocolate for tomorrow," she does have to hide it. But I think I know where she hides it.
No.
Jonty's also said, did you see the ostrich Easter egg that he got from Aldi that one year? I may have. But I'm
like an actual ostrich egg. Jonty, tell us.
Yes, Jonty, tell us. Was it? I mean, I thought it was like a fake chocolate, but who knows with Aldi? Anything's possible.
He's put it in the Discord.
Oh right, okay, nice one. She's got the Rona.
Oh no.
I had cheese earlier, my apologies.
Oh no.
It's all the talk of dairy, it set me off.
Oh no.
You know how cheese makes you gag? Well,
cough. Wow, it actually does look like an ostrich egg.
Cheese doesn't make me gag.
Well,
I love cheese.
Look at it.
Sorry, Steph. What was that noise?
It says it's luxurious on the packet.
That was only an octave higher than Dave's kazoo.
Keep knocking my kazoo. It was
cheese
class.
Doesn't make me gag.
Well, cheese makes you claggy.
What? Let's make this clear, because now you've made it weird.
Look, and look what you've done. Mike's leaving the podcast now. We're not allowed to say claggy.
No, what? No, right. Shut up, Dave, because you made it weird again. Yes, he stopped. I haven't.
Talking about the clagginess.
There's no more claggy.
We're good. We're good. I don't know why we're saying it though. You can hear.
Jonty's foot. He's not going to be able to get them back on. You see, Jonty, no faith. He can.
I have an allergy to dairy.
Yeah.
And it makes me sneeze first, and then if I go, no, I can power through this, then full lactose intolerance takes into effect, and it's a sacrifice we're willing to make for cheese.
Is it a histamine?
What happens? What happens when you have cheesy biscuits?
Tweet that, please.
What happens if I have cheesy biscuits?
Yeah, so like those cheese footballs, or
I don't eat them. I don't like them. To be honest, my allergy isn't that bad. I know it's getting worse because I find now the more dairy I eat, the more I go, and that is my throat closing up. So I really should get an EpiPen, but I don't because I like to live dangerously. Yeah, so like there's yeah, I don't care. Cheese is good. I'd rather have cheese and chocolate than be healthy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think as long as you're not doing yourself, major harm.
It's like when they say if you go to the gym regularly, it'll extend your lifespan by 5 years. You're like, yeah, but over the course of all that time I spend in the gym, I'm using 5 years in the gym. And I'd sooner not use those 5 years in the gym and eat chocolate as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's my excuse. Although I did see today the footage of the poetry slam, and by God, I've put some weight on. It's like...
But then, everybody's always their own worst critic, aren't they? Other people probably wouldn't think that.
I don't know if you lot are too young to remember them, but there used to be these things called weebles.
Yeah, the wibble and the wobble and you don't fall down.
I did think, who's put this huge weeble on the Oh, that's me.
Yeah, but you are famously incredibly critical of yourself, Dave.
Yeah.
So, other people probably wouldn't think that at all.
I said we're all having trouble tonight. We all right? Do you want to do a check-in?
John put he misses the slam. It is a highlight of the year. It's a great night. And it was once again, it was absolutely wonderful.
Do you know what I miss too? Doing these live. I like this, but also you used to get your own bottle of water.
Yeah, we did. And then we got a can of water, didn't we? Because we were being eco-friendly. That was great.
You used to be able to sip them like you were on Just a Minute.
Yeah.
Remember, Steph?
And then,
me and Mikey don't know what a pre-nocturnal verb is, but we still got a free bottle of water.
I'll be honest, there isn't any such thing as a pre-nocturnal verb.
It's
close enough.
In the afternoon.
Yeah.
Slumbers at early evening.
There's actually a word for that. It's crepuscular.
Oh, Hannah, I love you.
It means active at dawn and dusk. Because that's what cats are, technically.
Yes.
They're crepuscular. That's when they like to run around and wake you up really early.
I mean, mine are exceptions to the rule. Jasper sleeps 23 minutes and 59 seconds of the day.
That's
23 hours and 59 minutes.
Did we talk about on the stream when Jasper just came and sat on you?
Right, can I point out he did it again yesterday?
It was so exciting.
Just as the Wolves game kicked off, he went, "Oh, I require cuddles." And just and bearing in mind, I'm sat sort of on my hip, and Jasper is what they medically call a chunky boy. And so,
Monsieur Le Chunk.
He's not quite a "oh Lord, he coming," but he is a chunky boy.
Oh Lord,
he coming. The best, in his defence, I take him to the vet and they go, "He's fat," and I'm like, "I'm aware, but he only eats food. He doesn't eat treats."
Yeah.
And I don't know what to do
because that's just what he's like.
They say, "Well, you need to engage him with play." Honestly, I challenge anybody to come round and try and engage that cat in play because I have tried everything. Yeah. I even bought bubbles. Milo freaking loves them. I have watched this cat. I have watched Jasper look at a bubble as it descends from the sky, bounced off his fucking head, and then just landed on the floor, and he didn't move. Milo is going schizo, going, "Oh, the sky is falling!" He's going absolutely mad, and Jasper is just
he's living his best life.
He's living his laziest life, and there is nothing anybody can do about it.
I'm so proud of him.
I've tried everything. and that chunky boy will not do anything. But yeah, I was sat on my hip, like just kind of laid.
Hold on.
Sideways.
Hold on. You was right. Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't sat on him. That would be
Not on his hip.
If you want this on my lap, Jasper.
She's not Kurt Zuma, Mike.
You've made your choice.
Oh, topical.
Oh no, too soon.
Yeah, so like I was sat there and it was just about to kick off and he curled up and then of course the goal went in really early, so I had to internalise a cheer.
Oh no.
Honestly, I felt something in my brain go pop. I'm not just felt a little like I was like, oh, that's not good. Yeah, and then the second goal went in and oh Lord above.
You were like, and your eye just went a bit red.
Just I started blinking like this. Just in 10 minutes.
Slightly staggered.
And it went back to normal, but yeah, like.
Actually, that's something we need to talk about, isn't it? Because, Hannah, I'd get your passport ready if I were you.
Why?
Because,
I know it's Valentine's Day, but Michael.
Well,
Is this
obviously,
happening?
Bum chicka wah wah.
I am the Tilda Swinton.
The Tilda Swinton.
You know what?
Hey, you heard it here first.
Let me make it very clear.
Tilda
I
Swinton.
would elope with Tilda Swinton.
So,
I would not elope with the Tinder swindler because he looks dirty. Oh, look at him.
Oh.
And to be clear to everyone who doesn't know, he never does this, right? He never comes and just
everyone,
yeah, he doesn't
me.
like to touch humans. But that's twice now.
So, what I was going to say was...
Yeah.
Hannah needs to get a passport ready.
I haven't actually, my passport's expired.
We're going to... because Wolverhampton Wanderers are surely headed for the Champions League.
Oh,
And
my team that I support.
I shan't hear anything different.
My football team.
And I'm assuming it'll mean that we do podcasts live from, like,
Is that,
Zagreb.
Is that where, like, all the people who win in the different countries play each other?
It's what used to be the Cup Winners' Cup. It was more accurately known then.
That doesn't help
Hannah,
me. Hi.
Hannah, I've got some bad news.
Oh no, why? What?
Does she know?
I don't think she knows.
I don't think she does. now.
How would I know about anything to do with football unless you tell me? That's all I know is when you say, oh no, we lost today. And I go, oh no, my team that I support lost.
Our boy doesn't play for the Wolves anymore.
No, you told me that was all conjecture.
Well, it was. He didn't go to Tottenham.
Now, who have I got to support now?
He's gone to Spain.
What?
If it's any consolation, we might be playing them in the Champions League next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Which I'll definitely be watching as a fan of Wolverhampton Wanderers Football Club.
Oh. Can you imagine Hannah at a game?
We need to get a ticket.
Yeah, we do. We
Oh,
do.
It would be really fun because I literally don't know anything.
How many helpers can you take in, Mike? Because the way it's going, there'll be about 50 of us.
I think there's only one.
Technically.
Oh,
yeah.
what? Ableist bastards.
Well, because we can't have friends.
It's actually against the law. So.
And of course, if parking spaces are anything to go by, we're in by 8 p.m. every night.
you are, yeah. There was that one tweet, wasn't there, that someone put out where they said something about disabled ramps. That they should only need to be in operation for like during the day because they're not needed at night. And this disabled person commented, "We're disabled, not fucking werewolves."
So true though, like
Although, have you ever seen Mike and a werewolf in the same room?
I mean,
I don't want to start rumours, but Mike's a werewolf.
This beer's cool. This beer's not come from nowhere. That's all. Also, though, I do have to take issue with Dave's term "disabled ramps," which implies that the ramp itself
It's disabled. Yeah.
disabled. Like,
Yeah.
So what are they called then, Michael?
Ramps.
it's just ramps.
It's like when people used to say blind dogs, isn't it? And it's like the dog isn't blind.
It's the dog.
It's like it's a guide dog. It's guiding a blind person.
So it's also not a seeing dog either. I mean, because it technically is. Otherwise,
it'd be not doing a great job if it couldn't. Yeah.
You're gonna stop me from walking into traffic? I'm gonna try.
Absolutely.
Smells like there's no cars coming. Let's go for it.
Yeah. You better go, shall we? Yeah. Bloody electric cars. No.
So, in the last sort of story, what we're talking about, just jog me a memory. I've got a bone to pick with a member of the podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Is it me?
No, it's
Thank God.
Is it me?
Stephanie.
Oh.
Stephanie Jane Loftus.
Oh.
What did I say?
Hey, Platsy, we're innocent. We're out of this. We can relax.
We're out of it.
I love having the power. This is great.
I haven't got any snacks, so I'm gonna have my chewy vitamin C while I watch.
Mike, can we get some popcorn?
Oh, I'm really sorry. What did I do?
So we had a birthday this week, didn't we? In the group.
Oh.
Us.
And someone didn't mention.
I thought what would be really good and really funny and really appreciated would be a voice note from me and my sister. Did I get a reply?
What? No, I replied.
No, oh my God, this really is intrigue. I've already had my vitamin C thing.
Sorry. Am I aware of any of this?
Hang on. Oh.
What is going on?
Oh no. Steph did that thing where she imagined replying to a message and then hadn't, which I do all the time.
Mike, I'm so sorry.
When was this? Because
It's all right.
In my defence, you voice noted me about something else on Tuesday, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
And I was like, I am so honoured.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
I'm so sorry.
so I'm just doing it for a comic effect, Bab. It's fine. Don't worry. But I was supposed to join in, but couldn't find the note. So in the end, I just left it to Molly. Actually, if I'm being honest, it was quite anticlimactic. But I'm just glad
replied.
it made it across.
You replied just now.
My phone's still on charge.
I've just put
So,
thanks.
pleasure, anytime.
And there's a little kiss at the end.
Of
if
it-
that makes it better.
I mean, we're practically married now.
Oh yes, Steph, it was your birthday.
Yeah, it was.
You know, Dave.
Right, I see what's happened here.
Happy birthday, Steph.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Did the person remember it?
Oh, we're not talking in code.
You know, that person.
But what I will say is my mother knows no bounds, even on my birthday, because I just went over to theirs. We ordered takeaway. We were going to go out, but then my brother decided to inconveniently roll his ankle at football and ruin everybody's plans. So,
Classic brother move.
How old is he, Steph?
He just wanted to make it about himself.
Steph, how old is he? How old is he?
26.
Does he earn money?
Yes.
So he can get his own taxi to the fucking hospital, can't he?
Anyway, yeah. So
because the rest of us are going to Cosmo.
This day.
Why are we doing it like this?
When you're done, you can hop round. It's just around the corner.
You look like you're doing one of them adverts that you used to get at the cinema when it was like the local shit cinema, and it would be like Mr. Smith's paint shop, and it would be but it was all badly filmed.
You want matte? You want gloss? I got matte. I got gloss.
Honestly, at Loughborough Cinema, for my whole life, until like obviously recently it got taken over by Odeon or whatever, but it used to just be like an independent cinema. It was, I think it was like a Curzon, and it was horrible in there. It was like there were rats in there, and it was freezing, and it was manky. But before every single film I saw through my whole life, there was an advert for J.L. Putz and Son, which is just like a paint shop round the corner. But it was all filmed like it was in the 70s, and it never changed. It was like lines down the screen and just like some steady cam footage of some matte emulsion, and it was like the best thing ever. And
come here for your paint.
Yeah,
and we've just opened at the warehouse at the back, a laminate floor warehouse. Oh yes,
wallpaper.
Come and get your laminate.
J.L. Putz and Sons. Anyway, it just reminded me, as you were.
Yeah, sorry. So we were.
Sorry, I just looked at the comments and saw John T. Wright, over-enthusiastic middle-aged men flogging meat.
Oh, yes!
And I don't know what it's about.
Oh!
I haven't seen the comments before it.
There's a comedian called Tom Stade, a Canadian comedian, and he moved to the UK, and he moved to Bilston.
Yeah, I know what you're going to say.
And he did...
I know the line.
He did a brilliant routine. I'm not going to steal the joke. He did a brilliant routine about the meat man on Bilston Market. There's a man
got
on...
one of those, and
yeah.
he shouts we used to have that.
Yeah.
And the misunderstanding of what we call stuff and what the rest of the world thinks we're trying to
I know
say.
exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Oh.
No,
let's not wait for it. That's even more.
That wasn't a sneeze. That was me just panicking, but trying to keep it internal.
That's the best. That's the best way of stopping a sneeze ever. Sorry, I was slagging my mum off.
Well, you were slagging off your brother as well.
Yeah. My brother inconveniently tried to make my birthday about him. So we ended up at my mum and dad's, like we just ordered takeaway. But we were sat there, and after the news comes on, like at 11, and then they put on some like weird film, like that no one really wants to watch, but no one can be bothered to get up and change the channel.
It's always risky. It's always
Bridget
risky.
Jones came on.
Oh right, okay.
So not that risky, but so Bridget Jones.
But it can be. It's usually a film with like an inconvenient sex scene to watch with your parents.
Yeah. What do you? So, like the opening line of the Bridget Jones film is something along the lines of, "I was in my 32nd year of being single." Now, Saturday was my 32nd birthday, and as that line dropped, my mum went, "Oh, there you go, Steph." And I went, "It's my birthday, leave me alone."
Literally on your birthday, come on.
She doesn't wait. If she sensed an opportunity, the woman took it.
She sees an avenue, she gotta walk down.
Oh, there you go, Steph. Bridget Jones.
To be fair, I'd love that flat, and like what salary she was probably on.
Yeah, and Colin Firth.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And that jumping
noise.
Sorry, I had to take my headphones off then. I think there's some foxes violently scrapping outside my window.
They're not scrapping, Mike. They are not scrapping.
Well, they might be competing over.
I've heard foxes shagging before, and this is a lot more high pitched.
Perhaps it's lesbian foxes.
Ever think of that, Mike? Ever think of that? Could have been lesbian foxes, Mike. Why don't you think of that?
Are the lesbian foxes not allowed to make love? Yeah. It's Valentine's Day, Mike. Everyone deserves a little bit of sex.
Love is love, Mike.
What you got against lesbian foxes, Mike?
Yeah. Why are you homophobic towards foxes, Michael?
I'm about to make a mildly amusing joke.
Everybody prepare yourself.
Stop.
Stop, everybody stop.
Sounds like West Side Story. In a conversation.
Oh God.
Anyway, I think they've stopped now.
Because you're talking smack about. They felt uncomfortable. They've gone to a different cul-de-sac to finish off. Come on, Doris. You're not welcome round here. You're absolutely right, Mavis. Let's go.
I thought this was a safe space, but apparently not.
claims to be an ally, not to the foxes.
You all right, Mike?
No, I'm not.
Mike, is
Got
this
really
now?
bad hiccups and no drink.
Is this now classed as bullying, Mike?
Hey,
Probably in some dictionary.
he thought it was all right for the foxes. Just a little taste of his own medicine.
What else was on the list?
What else? There was loads on the list. I mean, we haven't even touched on Alan yet, have we, Mike?
Oh, wow.
Don't touch Alan. Not without consent.
Mike's in love with a man called Alan. And
I can't describe to you how wholesome it was.
So this was an episode of Pointless.
That was on literally maybe 3 hours ago.
About 6, mate. This show's been going on a while.
Yeah. So, before sort of during every game show, there's always that bit where what do you do? What do you
Yeah,
what-
the worst bit
like-
usually. Yeah.
Yeah. What's your hobbies? And this man Alan made made models from sort of bits of wood and IKEA flat packs.
So,
And I can't.
I want to
Like-
see pictures of them so badly.
right, hold on, because you didn't explain that bit earlier. So what did he do? Did he go and buy a wardrobe and turn it into a unicorn, or?
That was
hope
the beauty of it, Dave. He never explained.
Because you didn't need to.
It just left it in the ether.
But then you wrote a. I mean, I wouldn't say it was a sexy tweet about Alan, but it was certainly a positive tweet about Alan. And his partner.
You do it in your shop,
likes
Mr. Southern.
No, it was nothing sexual. It was just me.
It was nothing sexual, Your Honour.
Men can appreciate other men platonically without it being,
Yeah.
Not what you wrote. No platonic about that, you dirty boy.
Men can platonically want to touch each other on the lips without it being weird. Guys.
John's just putting capital letters, make it gay, cowards.
Cowards!
Hang on, let's find the tweet, shall we?
Come on,
While
Mike,
you're doing
gate
that,
up.
interesting fact. One of the women in the Pointless final today once interviewed John T for a job. So there's a little link to today's Pointless
Also,
episode.
wasn't there someone else knocking around here who was on Pointless who never got a nice tweet from Mikey after being on there?
Never got a nice tweet after I was on Pointless. Granted, we didn't know each other then, but could have done it afterwards.
But it's not like he knows Alan, is it?
No.
And I will say that Alan from today's Pointless has Michael's heart.
Aww. That's adorable.
Valentine's Day as well.
Yeah.
Aw, because it's Valentine's Day. I bet Alan's well chuffed with that.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. Well, if it's just because, he just spoke so in such a monotone way.
It's quite cozy though, isn't it?
'Cause
with
that's-
people
that's-
like that.
So,
That's
You
what
feel
you need.
safe
Also-
with people like that. It's like the train people. It's like, yeah, we're safe here.
Chemistry teacher.
and he was quite nasal as well. So it's got that sort of he's just constantly bored.
Oh, Lloyd Roseman.
Yeah, but
Tomato
worse.
Who lives in a house like this?
You do realise I'm gonna have to get it on iPlayer after this and forward it to them.
Yeah, I want to see it.
Gonna have
Whatever
to
you
put-
want to do with that iPlayer, Mikey, you carry
You're
on.
going to have to put it on loop, are you, Mike?
Yeah.
I used to watch Pointless quite a lot, but since I was on it, it sort of ruined it a bit. Not because I had a good time and everything on it, but it just made it a bit weird because it was sort of like,
You know.
you know what it looks like on the other side.
You've peeked behind the curtain.
That's it.
So what does it look
odd.
like on the other side of those podiums?
Just
Have they
like
got
a small-
graffiti on the back? And
No, but like it's just
Alan
quite
was
a
here.
small room. It's a much smaller room than you might think, and all the audience just sit on like plastic chairs. It's not even raked seating. It's just like just like 4 rows of plastic chairs.
What I will say though, next week, I reckon there won't be a standee of Lin-Manuel Miranda on his wall.
It's gonna be Alan.
It's gonna be Alan
holding a bit of flat pack and an Alan key. An Alan key.
An Alan key. Hannah did a funny. Hannah did a funny.
Accidental funny. That should be my thing.
Okay. Some other things have happened this week. Where's Adam? And how's the pot of cress coming on after you've sacrificed him?
We're nearly at harvest time in the crops. The cress is looking bountiful, lush.
Was it worth sacrificing one of our
I would
number
say it
for the pot of
absolutely
cress?
was worth it. And I think that Adam, were he here and not obviously sacrificed to the old gods, I think he would agree.
I'd be confident in saying, if given the choice, I'd do it again.
Yeah, I would. For the cress.
without a second's hesitation.
I've got some eggs in ready, so that, when we harvest it, just going to sprinkle that shit on there.
Just a little cress pie.
Little cress pie.
Jonty's put, seriously, what is happening with Mr. Unwin?
It's a secret, Jonty. It's not a secret, I'll tell you after. I don't know whether he wants us to say on the stream or not, because he never specified.
I'll tell everyone.
Go on then.
He's started his own Flaky Tarts tribute band.
They're called the Spongy Sponges.
Spongy Madams.
Spongy Madams. They're called the Spongy Madams.
He's currently on tour in New Zealand.
Yeah.
He's doing better than Novak Djokovic did.
Yeah. Yeah.
As in
playing
never allowed him to stand.
the Dunedin Community Centre tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, wasn't that Australia that Djokovic got kicked out of?
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, but they both have.
It's all the same though, and it's Steph. It's all the same.
I'm literally. There's a globe right there. No.
Hang on, everybody, stop. Jonty says, "Shall we call our drag house the Polyphonic Spread?" Yes, we will.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my god,
Yeah.
I miss the Polyphonic Spree. They were quite good, weren't they?
And when Unwin is established as a Flaky Tarts tribute act, and he is a full on Spongy Madam. we're gonna have a bake off between the two groups, the Spongy Madams versus us.
Versus the Polyphonic Spread.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I've never wanted something to happen more in my life.
Mary Berry will be judging.
Jonty's put Crumbly Harlot.
That is a good suggestion.
I like it.
Yeah. Spongy Madam.
And as it's spelled lowercase m, capital I, capital B, capital I, capital N, lowercase e. And literally just came to me. I've never been so impressed.
I love that so much.
I'd write that in the chat, but I'm not sure how to spell spongy, whether it's got an E or not. And I'm fully aware that if I spell it wrong, Steph will lose her shit.
Is it minus the E?
You're the fucking English teacher.
I'm also dyslexic, Dave. Let's pick on me a bit more.
Is that what we're
Couldn't
thinking?
spell beautiful until I was 18.
I still struggle.
Do you know who it was? Bristol Multi-Pro, mate. Did we just wake you up, mate?
No, I just laughed at the same time with hiccups.
This could finish him off. If he's laughing and hiccups, anything could happen.
He's just gonna combust, or he'll like suck himself in, and he'll just disappear.
Oh god!
He'll be like a black hole. He just
Mind you, if you do it on stream, we'd probably get 250 quid off you've been framed.
That's true.
There you go.
See, we had to pause then while he had a hiccup.
With that.
I've been on public transport quite a bit this last week because I've had some time off work, so I've been around.
Is that your first time on public transport since the global pandemic?
Proper, yeah. But I was on the tram going to Birmingham. Well, I was coming back from Birmingham, and there's a man on the tram.
So sorry, I've got to put my order in for a drink. I'll be back in a second.
There was a man on the tram with an office chair.
To the bedroom, refreshments required.
There was a man on the tram with an office chair, like one of these jobs, yeah.
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 And he didn't sit on the chair.
Did you not tell us this last
Yeah,
week?
yeah, but I haven't told it. I haven't told
It
it to the stream, have I? It was in the group chat.
Was it?
Yeah.
I feel like it wasn't because I distinctly remember.
Well,
Hannah
considering-
saying that she was frightened to sit on it in case it whooshed down the
Yeah,
carriage.
she said
That
that
was
on
in
the
the
group
group
chat.
chat.
Oh.
Yeah. But I stand by that because I think I would definitely, because I'm afraid of falling over anyway, quite a lot because I'm obviously of who I am as a person. But like, but like on the tram, you know, if they got that bendy bit, like the ones in Nottingham got that bendy bit where it's
Yeah,
like,
but it's not.
oh, in
It's
between.
not.
Yeah, no, but when it's like, oh, it's going around a corner, I'd be like sitting on that chair, like, oh no.
I mean, there was a
Like,
brake on the wheel.
right.
It freaks me out. I don't understand. I wanted. There was like a real
Because
part.
it's like you've got your own personal chair that
Yeah.
you brought with you, and it's like quite a nice. Yeah, I guess so.
Johnson's put that he did the number 11 at rush hour today and nearly died in Wednesbury. Yeah, I get that. Coming back from London on Sunday afternoon. Do you do the first class upgrade?
I have done in the past.
Right. So
because you get more leg room
Yeah,
is why.
yeah, right.
Because I'm always
Oh,
so
no,
bloody
no.
hemmed in on trains.
I'm not about the leg room. Oh no, I can cope with leg room in standard class. I'm about the free snacks.
Oh, well, the free snacks are very good as well. Yeah. And you can tell when the trolley women are dead bored because you're like, oh, I'll just have a biscuit, please. And they're like, do you want anything else? Do you want crisps? I've got popcorn. Take them. Go on. They're free. And they just like throw them at you, and you're like, oh, thanks. So I can
Like they're working on commission.
Yeah, like they're like, well, I've got to lug it around if you don't eat it, so you might as well take it, and then my trolley's empty.
So I get to Houston just as they're closing the gate. So run through the gate, run down to the train, and the train had been delayed, right?
Dave, we've just answered your question from earlier.
What?
You said Houston, as in Houston, we've got a problem.
Yeah, but you know where it is, don't you?
I know exactly what you mean, but that's what your friend meant when they said to you about Houston and Houston. There's no H. Carry on as you were.
I still don't know what I said. Yeah, got onto the train. There was a woman outside, one of the guards, and I said, are you doing the first class upgrade? She says, yeah, but it's not first class. You have to go into standard premium.
What?
Because the place you're asking for is in Texas.
So
That's the day we break Dave. Maybe we break him.
So I get on the train.
He's right on the edge. I can feel it.
Scream and just turns it off. So,
I have got the
first class-
password. I have
Come
got
on,
the
come on.
password.
What
Come
do you
on,
have to
David.
do to get into
Master
first class?
upgrade to Texas.
Who knows what you've got? I don't think they want people like me in first class. I think that's what it's about.
They're
No,
like,
it's just a long way to
what's
send you to America.
What is the? I want to know what the difference is
There
between.
didn't appear to be any difference.
Houston and
Did you
Houston,
still get free
I'll tell
snacks
you.
in standard premium?
Whoa there, Tiger. Back up.
Rawr.
I'm
So-
getting there, right?
Okay.
Go on,
So-
Mike.
Hold on. let Dave finish first.
No. Go on, Mike. Go on, Mike.
Okay.
I've got a train story from in the week. Because when you're in a wheelchair, basically, like you can't book specific seats. Basically, they just put you wherever the nearest wheelchair seat is, and sometimes you get really lucky, and it's in first class.
Oh.
Sometimes.
Oh.
And it happened this week, and sometimes if you get them off peak, it's really quiet. So, like, in this carriage, it was just us, and then the train guard was sat there, like a couple of chairs along, talking to a passenger, and he gets up. Now, at this point, I didn't realise that this train guard was the train guard. I thought it was just like another passenger. And the passenger gets up and looks at me and my sister and goes, "Can I get you anything?" And we're like, and we're like, no, it's fine. We've not got long. And he's like, "You sure?" And he's just really nice. But it took me a good 2 minutes to realise that he was that. I thought like
He was just some guy.
When you had he already gone? Had he already gone when you realised? Like, did you shout down the train? No, actually, yeah, bring all
want me free crisps.
No, I knew he was like, I knew he worked on the train when he went, "I haven't seen you for a while." John, you usually used to travel with us a lot, didn't you? And like, I thought, well, I can't say no because that would be weird. So instead, what I did was I sort of invented this sort of world where, like, I had
Of course you did, Mike.
travelled with West Coast train lines a lot. I was
Of course
like,
you did, Mike.
No, it's
Of course you did.
did.
Of course you did. You didn't say no, you're mistaking me for someone else. No, you went with it, Mike. Of course you
That's
did.
what I do as well, though. Like my friend like said to me one time, like, "Do you know that you invent weird lives for yourself just to get out of awkward social like situations?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" She was like, I just love the way that like you'll say to them like, "Oh no, I left it in my other coat," rather than just saying no or something like, or like, "Oh, I do play bingo, but I just because I was parking in the bingo car park, even when it's supposed to be for members."
Anarchy. You don't want to fuck about with the bingo people, mate.
I was only popping into one shop.
Did that sound like a euphemism to anyone?
Parking in the bingo.
Bingo car park.
Parking in the bingo car park when I was not a member of the bingo hall.
Anyway, I mean, Euston. Is that all right for you?
No.
Sorry, I hydrated.
What am I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Euston. Yeah. But
Yeah,
what
not
you just said
Euston.
was Euston.
Fucking hell.
Which just sounds like a Frenchman
The
trying to
more that you
talk about
try and
Texas.
say it, the more wrong it gets. So you've just got to push through.
I was at that station in London.
The one
one?
just down from King's Cross.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with the London's train network. Could you tell me which station
the
you're on
blue
about?
one
It
on
was
Monopoly.
it was St Pancras. Right.
That was worse.
So I got on the train. This woman, 15 quid. I'm like, 15 quid? Oh, okay. The only difference I could see between first class and standard premium was the doilies on the back of the seat. Said first class and standard premium.
Yeah.
You know them doilies they put on the back of the seat?
Yeah, on the thing.
I'm sure it's
So
not
really
a doily, Dave.
It is in my
It's
head,
actually
Mike.
called an anti-macassar, but we'll carry on.
Is
I read a lot of crime fiction. Carry on.
Is there an Uncle Macassar too? Or...
That
Mike,
sounded like a come on, and I love it.
well
So,
done, Mike. I
fair enough.
appreciated that joke. No one else did, Mike, but I appreciated it. It was a good gag, Mike. Don't let these fuckers put you down, mate. You're mere on merit.
I've never understood.
Am I having a hallucination, or did I not laugh at that joke?
No, you didn't. No, you
I'll
didn't.
be honest, I wasn't listening. I was looking at a group chat. I apologise.
You mean there are other group chats?
Oh, there are so many other group chats.
I feel treated.
I'm a popular
mean
lady.
You mean I've been giving my best material to you lot when actually I could have been spreading it around?
Yeah.
What a palaver.
You condensed all of your friends into one simple group chat. Whereas I...
He also implying I've only got 5 friends.
I mean, there's
No,
only 4
no,
friends.
Mike, she's implying you've got 4 friends.
Yeah, but we've got the chat as well. They count as
and one of them's currently dead.
Oh yeah, that is true. There's only 3 at the minute.
Anyway, what we're saying was, I've never understood antipasties either.
Yeah.
Like.
Well, it's because no, I'm not going to actually explain it because I'm just the boring one.
Go on.
No.
You know you want to.
Well, the Latin word ante means before, see? So it's like before the pasta course, which would come in between the... Anyway. Etymology is one of my special interests. Anyway, as you were.
That's quite clever, isn't it? That's quite
clever. I sit in standard premium with the intention...
With your doily.
With my doily.
Your doily that's demarcating you as not quite good enough as first class.
Yeah.
But better than the rabble.
But better than the shit
I'm connected to the train Wi-Fi. I'm connected to the train Wi-Fi. I'm watching Baby Driver.
Do you get free Wi-Fi in standard premium?
The deal you have now is if you connect to their Wi-Fi, they've actually got like a media server on the train. So there's loads of films and stuff and TV shows you can just watch anyway, wherever you are.
Train Netflix.
Yeah.
Train flicks.
Train flicks. So yeah, I was on...
Net tracks. No, it doesn't work. Tried to do a joke. Didn't work. Carry on.
And I'm there thinking, right, I'll pay my 15 quid.
Thanks for being there.
You know.
I'll pay my 15 quid, and even though it's 5 quid more than I wanted to spend, I'll make sure I get £5 worth of extra cakes. That's what I'll do. And I'm also a bit thirsty, and I'm like, To
be fair, on the train, it costs about 3 quid for a cup of tea, doesn't it? Right. So you'd soon work your £5 up.
So we leave London, we go past Milton Keynes, Milton Keynes, and Watford, Milton Keynes. Get up to Coventry.
Flitwick, yeah.
Get to Cov. Yeah. No one's come up to ask for tickets. And no one's come down with any refreshments.
I'd be getting nervous.
Okay, so, exactly, right? Because now I'm thinking...
Quite a long way to Cov from London.
I'm really thirsty.
Only an hour.
The only thing I had in my bag was, those cans of JD and Coke?
Yeah.
Right, I had one of them, so I'm like,
you've got train can.
That's gone, right? I'll get rid of that. Baby Driver's...
It's not very thirst quenching though, is it?
It's not now. Baby Driver's going on. I'm starting to have things about the cast of that film. And I'm like,
that's quite an intense film to have on a train.
Yeah. And as it's getting closer and closer to Wolverhampton, I'm thinking, I don't want them to come down and ask for my 15 quid, because I don't feel I'm going to get my money's worth in snacks.
Yeah.
If I'm even going to get snacks.
I would be at this point thinking I need a doggy bag.
Yeah, right. I'd be like, here's my £15. I'll take 2 packets of crisps and a cup of tea to go.
But there's no sign of anyone collecting tickets. There's no sign of any snacks. Coming up to Birmingham International. No, sorry, coming up to New Street now. And in that gap between International and New Street, I'm like, right, I'm going to have to now go to the buffet cart. Because
Which, for people who haven't done that train, is about 5 minutes between those two stations, right?
But I'm like, I'm really, really thirsty now. If nothing else, I have to have an expensive cup of coffee just to tide me over.
Make it worthwhile. Yeah.
So I start walking towards the front of the train. And I walk into standard class and enter hell on earth.
Oh, no.
It is fucking rammed, right? to the point that there are breakaway religions are formed at the other end of the carriage. They're at war with each other. There are people with fucking Mad Max costumes, right?
It's like that bit in Life of Brian where they're like, the shoe! No,
right.
the gourd!
Society is breaking down in these carriages, and I kind of push.
That's why you've not had your trolley, because they couldn't get the trolley
Well,
through.
So I pushed through the first couple of carriages, stepping over the dead bodies. Them dead.
Did you have
There's
all your
nothing else
stuff
you
with
can
you,
do.
or did you leave your stuff at your seat?
Fortunately, travel light. Only got a backpack, so I'm all right.
Okay,
right?
yeah.
I've got my backpack, I've got my flat cap, I've got my headphones, I'm all right, okay?
All right, it was gorgeous.
That sounded like a bit of a Blur song, didn't it?
I get to Coach G, right?
Yeah.
And it's Coach C for the buffet car.
Oh.
And Coach A for the quiet carriage.
Oh.
Right? I can't get any further.
Yeah.
Just cannot get any further. So I think, I know what I'll do. I'll wait for it to pull into New Street, get off the train, run down the train, get back
Dave. Oh my God.
Fucking all over this, right?
Oh, you're playing with fire.
I'm fine, right? I can do this.
What?
Thanks, Mike.
No one disagree with me.
It's fucking chaos at New Street.
Yeah.
Get
It's
off the
always bad at
train.
New Street, isn't it?
What? God, right. Oh, God. What? There is a special place in hell for those passengers waiting to get on the train who don't leave a gap for the people getting off. What the? You can't get on the train if you don't let the people off, you fucking stupid dicks. What are you doing?
Yeah.
I mean, don't hold back, Dave. Tell us how you really feel.
As someone who used to commute on the train every day, I feel the pain deep in my soul.
And if I elbow them in the face, I'm the bad guy.
Yeah.
Where does that come from?
Because you're intentionally doing it, Dave. Like when you're doing this first before you drop it, like people get mad.
Yeah.
So what? It should
like
be a bit more subtle.
Can I ask a question, please? As someone who can't move on trains, because space and probably ableism. What
That as well.
buffet cars?
Yeah.
They always seem quite mystical to me.
Oh, they're not.
Someone
They're
give
not.
me the lowdown on what they look
So,
like.
so there's a machine.
Counter, isn't it?
You go up. You go up and you say, "Can I have a coffee?" And they always say,
like a babe Narnia.
You go in to the car, so it's like, normally it's like the chairs are like that, and then you go in and there's kind of just a little corridor at the side and a counter bit here with like a kiosk. So it's
and
one
side
counter,
there'll be
and
sandwiches.
one side's a little corridor for you to like walk down. And there's a little bar for you to hang on to if it's rocky.
It's a bit shit, to be fair.
It's quite depressing.
And it's
Is that
one of
the
those.
world's worst corner shop?
Yeah.
So it's
Like, have you ever been to a bus station cafe? It's a bit like that.
Again, I struggle to get on buses.
Yeah. Trying to think of an
If
equivalent.
I can't get on a bus, Sans Cafe.
Like sometimes when you go when you're in a park and there's like a little kiosk.
Oh, like a tea room.
Yeah, but it's just a counter. There's no seats or anything. Yeah.
Oh,
A
right.
bit like that.
All those
like
things
Sadder.
where sometimes you go into town centres and they've got those kiosks.
Oh.
That have, What?
Oh.
Oh, you froze for a minute.
Oh, sorry. Everything seemed fine here.
I was going to turn
the
into Animal
screen
Farm.
wheels froze, obviously.
Okay. When you go into a town centre and there's those kiosks that just seems full of sweets and cans of pop and newspapers, and it feels like there's no way for the person to get in or out, and the only way they'll get home.
Like they exist in there.
Yeah,
like they're a
and the only way they'll get home at the night is to sell enough stock to get out.
Yeah, and a little chute would open so they can slide out. Yeah.
It's like
Jonty's
that.
saying it's like a small university coffee bar.
Yeah. It's shit.
That's a brilliant description.
That is it. Yeah. Just there's like an air of sadness and kind of desperation.
Without the
around
poetry
it.
night.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'll get to the I do get off the train. I manage to run up the platform and I get back on the train. I did it.
Yeah.
Right? I did it.
I feel stressed just thinking about it.
Get onto coach C. Right? Buffet shut.
Oh, I'm so into this.
I mean, what's the point in going on?
You wouldn't believe.
Surely they should have made an announcement saying, like, unfortunately, refreshments will not be available on this service.
Well,
due
maybe
to
they
staff
did, but
shortages."
someone had his headphones on watching Baby Driver.
Somebody's got noise cancelling technology.
Sounds like a you problem, Dave.
That's so sad. What about
I don't want to be the defender of trains, but
So I had to stand up in the closed.
I found it's often messed up like that at the weekends.
I had to stand up in the closed coffee shop, all the way back to Wolverhampton.
Oh, no.
Got off the train. The new Wolverhampton train stations, all these electronic barriers.
Oh, I'm sorry. I won't have a word said against those electronic barriers. If there's ever been a signifier that we're in the Premier League now, you can't tell me that train station wouldn't be painted bright luminous orange if it wasn't for Ruben Neves. Ruben Neves is entirely the reason for those electric barriers. I'm sorry, it's just true. It just is. Up the wall.
No!
Nearly. Oh, yes! No, I did it.
Yay!
You all doubted me, didn't you bastards?
We'll never doubt you.
Oh dear me.
Oh,
I love
we've
you,
been going
Mike.
for like nearly 2 hours.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I didn't even look at the time.
Anyway, yeah, bag of shit. I ain't fucking trains.
And on that note, good night, everyone.
hey.
That was a lot of fun.
Have we actually gone?
Have we really
before
been? How long have we been going for?
It's just gone 9:15. Before we go, can we send special love to H in the chat, please? Because she's all isolating with the Rona.
Oh, H.
Yeah. Yeah, send special waves.
That's my special.
Oh no! A special tilt.
It's the occasional shot of Lin-Manuel Miranda.
It's a real nice desk, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
You'd say you've got a really nice desk, mate.
And it's very tidy.
Yeah, if it was me, there would be shit everywhere.
Yeah, I don't want to show you mine.
Yeah, you can't see mine.
What I was going to do was I was going to press the wheelchair horn, but the movement of my arm knocked
I've got
the camera.
on my desk. I've got a little USB fan, but when it's on the desk, it rattles. So
Dave,
I've got it standing on these.
Little shock
Dave,
absorbers.
is that your OnlyFans account?
Oh!
But
Dog on stream! Dog on stream! Dog on stream!
Mikey, the dog's in your bed.
even Milo's turn to look. Where's the dog?
What's the dog's name, Mikey?
Harley, as in Harley Davidson. We didn't name you after that because it's a very strange dog to name after a motorbike. They're supposed to be extremely intelligent. Golden retrievers are, and yeah, I think he broke the mold. So this past week, he's got a fear of the wooden floor in the room in between the kitchen and the living room, and he won't come over it. But like we've lived in this house for 3 years at the end of the year.
Yeah, do you know what? My uncle's dog had the same thing
from.
like that, and he started to be afraid of like the floor was a bit slippy in the living room, so they used to have to put a little trail of cushions down for him to get to the
But I
kitchen.
feel if they put a lot of cushions down for the dog, that's going to hamper Mikey getting around the house.
That's an access problem.
Well, no one's given a shit up to this point.
On that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us.
The joke. Comedy.
You laugh now. Wait until they come in and turn you around and turn your chair off.
Yeah. The door's open as well, so they can all hear. Basically, what I'm saying is, I'm fucked.
When we don't hear from Mike for a week, it's because they've turned him off.
We come back next week and there's 4 of us, but the one missing is Mike, and we just don't mention it.
Yes, we'll be back next week, 7:30 Monday night.
Lovely.
Monday night.
Yes.
Oh god, what day is what?
Next Monday is also my wife's birthday.
Oh,
Fee.
So we will be going for a birthday curry beforehand
Nice.
at the Desi pub that we go to.
Nice.
Nice.
So
Sounds nice,
I'm
then.
going to probably be a little bit tipsy and very, very full of curry.
Just
That'll be great.
For the podcast.
I will have windy
Molly.
pops.
Molly has asked where Adam is. Basically, we just sacrificed.
Commit to the bit,
We,
Mikey.
we sacrificed him, Mike. Mike, we sacrificed
the
him
crops.
for Cress. Cress, Mike.
She did want to mention Tory tap bollocks. Maybe that's for next week.
If Adam ever returns, if he's
by
ever
some miracle.
reborn,
Yeah, he's reborn
because,
from the ashes of the crest.
Molly
that
and
we-
Molly and I have listened to Tory bollocks at least a dozen times per day. Things like I don't genuinely compliment him very often. Because I feel like that's just my bit now. It's just what I do. Like I really embrace this bitter character that doesn't give a shit. But that is genuinely funny. It's just a really well constructed line.
Yeah.
Just
if
the
you-
delivery is bang on.
if you are wondering
So-
what we're talking about, go on Adam's TikTok. It's wonderful.
Do you remember that time he went viral and didn't use it for 9 months after that?
That's what happens though, 'cause
weird-
it's horrible, isn't it? When there's too many
That's a
people
weird-
looking at your TikTok, you're like,
Yeah,
oh no, get off.
We
I didn't make
weird
this for you.
mark-
I can't say I've had
Makes
that
me.
problem. But you know,
I only have on like one or two.
you rub it in, Plats.
Yeah.
That's fine.
But yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that's it. I'm only had like one popular one or two or something.
On his what, John T? On his TikTok.
His TikTok, the clock app, for young people like we are.
Oh, he didn't hear TikTok. Oh, that's okay.
Oh.
I thought he wondered what TikTok was. I mean, you know, that should be me playing that character. But no, even I'm on the TikToks.
On the old tiki-tocky.
Get on
On the old
app.
tiki-tocky. And I've put up a tiki-tocky.
Have you?
At my anger at the size of the coffee that I got in Camden on Sunday morning. When they went, I said, can I have a large flat white? And they went, there's only one size. I'm like, well, give me that. And I looked at the
noticed
board,
that with a flat
and it
white.
was large flat white. And the cup was about that big. Like, to the point where
That would be large for like an ant.
I
Specify who it was large for.
I
Dave.
literally
For
put
that
my
context.
middle finger next to it, and it was the same size.
Well,
£3.
that's you and your
£3.
abnormally large
£3.
fingers. Dave, you're yelling at me like I have any control over the situation. £3, Steph. £3. I ain't going down there and changing it. Let it go. It's happened.
It is what you get for being in the capital city of the nation.
City of capitals.
Very expensive.
Shall we say to
Pound a
our
pint.
Ta-ra.
Yeah, shall we? Yeah.
Ta-ra.
Ta-ra, everybody.
the breaded halloumi fries were quite nice though.
Oh,
Oh, Dave, you went to
Flipping
London.
love a
didn't
bit
you?
of that.
Bye everyone.
bye.